Hello, my name is Sergio Parr, and I'll be talking about I am Joaquin, Section 5. So let's begin about the Mexican Revolution. Was that there was a regional conflict in Mexico that went from November 1910 to December 1920. It was mostly a civil war, but there was a lot of U.S. involvement. The revolution in Mexico ended dictatorship and they established a constitutional republic. The revolutionaries were mostly led by Francisco Madero, Pascual Orozco, Pancho Villa, y Emiliano Zapata. The second fact is that some information about Diego Rivera was that he was a Mexican painter and was important for the Mexican movement as well. The painting that Diego Rivera did was into modern art as well. Diego Rivera was a prominent Mexican for his large mural and his involvement. He was married to a famous painter, Frida Kahlo. Thirdly, Siqueiros, even with the Mexican arm, he formed a group called the Congress of Soldier Artists. He also teamed up with Diego Rivera that was a famous muralist and other important people to start El Machete. Siqueiros was known for his techniques in art. He used industrial materials such as a type of plastic paint and airbrushing to achieve unique textures and effects in his arts. In the 1930s, Siqueiros came to the United States and worked in Los Angeles. His murals were told the story of Americans' forceful relationship with Latin America. For Orozco, when civil war broke out in Mexico in 1914, Orozco supported the forces of Jan Venustiano Carranza by working as a satiric artist on the revolutionary paper. On his return to Mexico in 1920, he found that the new government of Press Alvaro Obregón was eager to sponsor his work and along with the colleagues. One of his most important or famous murals was the Epic of American Civilization that took about 2 years to complete and had 24 panels in it. For Frida Kahlo, she was a Mexican painter as well, and she would do self-portraits and artifacts of Mexico as well. With her interest with the politics and arts, it led her to join the Mexican Communist Party in 1927. With that, she met Diego Rivera, who would soon become her husband. One of her most famous portraits is the two Fridas. This portrait symbolized her emotional pain during her experience of her divorce with Diego Rivera. For mariachi music, it was originated in the state of Jalisco. The instruments that were used was a violin, guitar, viola, trumpet, and a harp. Band members wore regional costumes based on Chavo costume. It was characterized by a loud festival style of music. Corridos, it was originated in former Mexican of Nuevo Centenary. It was used to tell tales, poems, histories, and stories. Country music inspired by a part by corridos for the Catholic Church was the largest Christian church. It was 1.2 million baptized Christian as of 2022. In Mexico, was the biggest religion being practiced by around 77% of the population. The Catholic Church had a lot of power during the 1910 revolution, and then they slowly lost the power. For the ninos heroes, they were 6 young military cadets who died defending Mexico City Chapultepec Castle from the U.S. forces in the Mexican-American War in 1847. The most well-known is Juan Escutia, who wrapped himself in the Mexican flag and jumped from the castle walls to prevent the flag from getting caught by the enemies. And the story is commemorated annually on September 13 in Mexico. Finally, for immigration, children of immigrations had more to take on jobs or employment that we usually find with children of her eyes for the United States, which in turn decreases their chances of working in the field. A decade ago, half of the U.S. population made up of immigrants, despite their states. Now in 2020, you can say that the same, except the percentage has gone up by 25%, 80% from immigrants from Latin America and Asian America. Thanks for listening to my presentation. Hope you have a good day. Peace.